We Don't Trust You is the highly anticipated joint project between the king of producers, Metro Boomin, and Atlanta rap legend, Future. Having listened through the album countless times, my producer brain has noticed a lot of secret production techniques used by Metro that you may have never seen before. So in today's video, we're going to go in depth on We Don't Trust You, focusing specifically on all of the crazy beat making methods that Metro Boomin and friends have used, so that you can learn something new and level up your own beat making workflow. This is the Metro Boomin blueprint. As you are probably aware, Metro Boomin is a long-time FL Studio user ever since he started making beats, but did you know that Metro also has a secret weapon that he employs from time to time that instantly levels up his production, that being the MPC. Whether it's the modern classic MPC 2000 XL or the vintage SP 1200, Metro is always playing his drums from these old machines, using the simplicity that they impose due to their less than up-to-date hardware to his advantage.
I still use the 2000 XL. This shit they was using in the 90s. Small memory, small sample time, but you know, the limitations just push you to approach shit different.
Metro is also a producer who is no stranger to flipping samples, usually from vinyl straight to the MPC and then to FL Studio for the finishing touches. This workflow is responsible for creating Savage Mode 2, Heroes and Villains, as well as his recent project, We Don't Trust You. Although Metro Boomin is undeniably the most accomplished producer not just in rap, but perhaps all genres, he still understands the importance of collaboration, which is why we see so many other producers' names in the credits as well as his own, leaving traces of their own production styles behind for us to hear, such as the crazy instrumentation on the song Ain't No Love, which is a calling card for Zaytoven, or the smooth synth outro heard on Young Metro, created by none other than Mike Dean. These are all subtle influences that complement Metro Boomin's production style nicely, from the orchestral dark melodies to the soulful sample flips and hard-hitting trap drums. In today's video, we're going to go over all of this so that you can get a better understanding of how Metro Boomin actually makes beats. So this is the first beat. This is inspired by Ice Attack. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So starting off with this melody, this is the foundation of the whole beat. This really makes it. The most important parts that make up this melody are obviously the preset, which is cassette analog EP from the Omnisphere Unclean Machine Sonic extension. Omnisphere is a plugin that Metro Boomin's been using. I literally pretty much use this only for this entire beat. And then obviously the halftime as well, which is on it, which gives it that slowed down kind of Metro feel. Just to layer with that melody, I got this little bell sound here, this little pluck. We've actually got two different synth basses playing together. So we've got this one here, which is from Omnisphere. The main synth bass really is this one. And what I did was I turned up the attack and the decay. This one just sort of fades in and out rather than just starting and stopping. And on that we've got a Saturn. It's sort of like giving it a bit of a sidechain effect. Yeah, and then also a reverb, which is, I know, is a bit of a weird effect to put on a bass. You've got to have these drum sounds slapping, and the easiest way to do that is when you've got good sounds to start with. All the drum sounds I used for this beat and every single beat in this video are from my MPC floppy disk drum kit, which has over 200 drum sounds in it, made with the old MPCs so that you can sound exactly like Metro Boomin. That all together sounds like this. Then we got this accent down here, which I found in Omnisphere. It's just playing one note, literally. And I can't forget the reverse drums as well. We literally just rendered this out, reversed it, and I just reduced the sample rate, but it just creates a nice little texture loop. The effects I put on it are just an Echo Boy and a Valhalla vintage verb. And that is the main beat for Ice Attack done. I think it sounds really, really good. It's definitely the right vibe. And once you hear it with the acapella on it, you will definitely agree. But before we listen to that, we've got to check out the switch up. I took this sample I found on tracklib.com, just kind of put it in here. It just sounded like the perfect little bridge. And also this vocal sample as well, a separate thing. This kind of like little interlude style vocal. There's a bunch of those on this album from Prodigy, kind of sprinkled in there in between sections of songs. So yeah, altogether this switch up sounds like this. It's gonna get crazy once that drops into the next beat because it's a completely different vibe to the first one. So the main melody for this beat is a sample. There's a bunch of samples on this album. Metro Boomin is known for flipping samples, so I had to get a few of those in there. While I flip this sample, let me tell you a little bit about tracklib.com and how it helps producers like me and you make better beats. Tracklib is the #1 place to find samples online. There's nothing that compares just because of the pure selection of samples you can find on here, as well as the search features that help you find exactly what you're looking for in literally no time. If we just go over to tracks here, we can select a bunch of different genres, song keys, track types, different BPMs, different release years, different regions from where the samples come from. If we do that, we'll get taken to exactly what we want. But if that's not good enough, they also have a bunch of collections down here, and even inspired collections by some of the most iconic artists, producers. I believe Metro Boomin has one. There we go, little Metro Boomin playlist as well. So definitely check out tracklib.com. If you like flipping samples, it's the best place to go for that. Hit my link down below. 30 download credits, completely free. You're welcome. A cool thing that Metro Boomin does on the switch up on Ice Attack is if you listen to the sample, it kind of changes key almost after like 4 bars. Basically, the way to achieve that is you just take the sample and pitch it down 5, and that just brings it down to a level where it's still in the same key, but it's different. Just make sure if you do that, you also pitch down your 808 as well, otherwise it's going to sound weird. I added this vocal here, which is from, I mean, you guys know where this is from.
He was once up.
And then, yeah, let's get into the drums, man. You see this little quarter notes I've got here, right? This is inspired by Metro Boomin's drum programming on the MPC, because when you hold down the note repeat button, you'll get this kind of quarter roll kind of thing. And I hear it all the time in Metro's production. I just think it sounds so sick. And then finally the 808 as well. Because this section is kind of a bit more hype than the first part, I thought it makes sense to do a more crazy drum pattern as well, so that's exactly what I did. We added this crazy snare roll at the end here, also went a bit more over the top with the 808 as well. We got a little roll in here. Let's check out what these 2 beats sound like with Future's vocals on them, and you guys are going to see exactly what I was going for with these. So let's check it out.
I'm praying to find a plug to bring me activists. Bought a crib in every city, I forget my address. I've been hustling since a kid, I was just an adolescent. I done ran up a rich milli, I can't stop for this. Gotta practice what I preach, I'm buying my bitch baguette. I got money but ain't got time, these hoes getting too obsessed. Too obsessed. I got money but ain't got time, these hoes getting too obsessed.
So the second style of beats on this album are definitely like the more orchestral inspired stuff, you know, like Young Metro, you know, that kind of sound there. So I had to cover that as well, and that brings us to our second beat. We're starting off with an SRX Strings right here, which is a really cool plugin. Simple ass melody. I think it's pretty much the same one as Young Metro, to be honest. And we've also laid it with another one here. Next sound is a piano, and we've just gone for a really low like bass note. We've laid a little tubular bell with it as well. Next thing is this opera singer. All those melodies combined give us this. Let's get into the drums, starting with this short punchy 808 from my MPC drum kit. We've gone here for a bit of an interesting hi-hat. Same one as in Young Metro, basically. So altogether the drums sound like this. So we've got a little breakdown section here. Not really a breakdown, but more like a sort of like chorus section, I guess. I don't know. So this first melody here, I love this one. It sounds sick. It's using a sound here from Unclean Machine called Woodwinded Pad. And then we've got another synth bass here from Trillion. Just drops back to the original section again and just kind of goes back and forth for the whole beat. As I said before, really simple, but wait to hear it with the vocals, man. You're gonna see it works perfectly.
People couldn't even Pluto told us he to leave nigga in the freezer. I'm big as a beater. Fuck on a diva, I'm hot than a fever. Put dope on 1 liter, more stripes than Adidas. I got these regular hoes, I got superstar hoes taking pictures of me like the Fed. Check out my video, little bit of silly hoe got me with $1 million jury in the bed. Grip the 40 while I'm sleeping my hand. Drink the dope and knock it cool as a fan. Turbo motor hot and scorching in France. Bitch, you bogus if you don't bring a friend. Came from nothing, you can feel what I'm saying. 100 shots, I gotta stick to the plan. Slappy typey, gotta get it again. Shorty bopping, she just pushing the brand.
Alright, man, so let's get into the fourth and final beat of this video. This one is inspired by Everyday Hustle. It's a song with Rick Ross where they have that crazy sample, and I thought I have to make something like this. So here it is. This is my version right here. So obviously we need to start with a sample, and I started with this one here called You Don't Miss Your Water. It has all the key elements that we need for it to sound like the original. And those key elements are the harmonized kind of vocal, you know, stack, some nice chords, and some cool little vocal kind of riffs. It has all that, so it's perfect. So starting off, we've got this section here. Sounds super similar to the original, and then that then goes on to this section here. That's the sample right there. That's all we used from it. For the drums, we basically completely copied the drums from Everyday Hustle. We're using pretty much the same sounds as the last few beats, to be honest. They're all from my MPC drum kit. What we laid with the sample is some nice brass chords here.
Coming to me 24 hours, I can't go sleep.
In the original, when Rick Ross's vocals come in, the beat kind of switches and there's new instruments added in, so we did the same thing. We've added in a hi-hat and an 808 pattern. The tempo speeds up, we go back to a 2-step bounce again, and the sample is chopped up in a really like fast-paced kind of crazy way, obviously on the MPC, so we had to bust out the 2000 XL and do the exact same thing. Chopped up the sample to the drum loop. We're left with something that sounds a bit like this. Let's check out what this sounds like with the acapellas on it.
Go out and get it, secure the city, can't sink like the Titanic. Push down on my free band bandit. This paper coming to me 24 hours, I can't go sleep. I know the power of $1, told 50 rounds at least.
Going broke, niggas tend to panic. Selling dope, niggas in the pallet. Young killer, city full of talent. You testify, hate to see it happen. New bitch, never meet the parents. Triple beam, mama keep the balance. Built the bunker real deep in Tampa. Got 200 cars, hate to streaming. Black jet, I just flew to Texas. Sipping tuss, mama came second. Never seen me on camera, me, but for the real team, I do anything.
Fighting for your life, from out a house pillar. Bad face, just like I'm Lil' Critter. Body snatchers, wig splitters, cap pillars, grave diggers, snake niggas, ain't nobody safe, nigga. Meet me at the nearest coast stop. Middle of the splone, standing at the boat dock. Loading up, cash moving in the U-Haul. Went inside my bag when I took a roof off. Crash dummy, grandma toilet spending cash money. Smashing in a demon, still a smasher European. Gold digging bitches, you can't tell a nigga shit. He just got his first switch, they say these little niggas shit. Tryna put them on some game, you better you put them on a hit. Living in the trenches, it's survival of the fence. 30 milligrams, niggas rather take the fit. Niggas got it out the bud.
So that is all the beats we're going to make for this video. I hope you've enjoyed, but the video is not over just yet because I got a bunch more tips and tricks for you guys to check out. Let's get straight into it. To get the epic orchestral sound that Metro uses on We Don't Trust You, we first need a section of trumpets. I'm using the SRX Brass VST from Roland Cloud, and I've laid these chords down. If you're struggling to come up with the right pattern, start with the lowest note, aka the root note, and then build the chords up from there, adding as many notes as you feel like. Follow up with a simple melody and synth bass, and we get something like this. The second half of Princess Diana has a really simple but hard hitting beat. The foundation of it is this simple pad type sound which makes up most of the melodics. To create this, we need to start with a pluck or synth sound and create a simple melody with it. Then if you add a big reverb, some granular effects from EFX fragments, bounce it to audio and rearrange the pattern, you get this. Another cool sound from this beat is the pulsing sub bass you hear every 16 bars. If we use this sub preset from Trillion and add in a delay, we get a very similar sound. Cinderella, in my opinion, has one of the best beats from the whole album, thanks to its catchy melody and interesting accents that come in from time to time. One of those being this synth ARP type sound. We can create something very similar using the following method. If we grab an existing ARP sound from Omnisphere or any other VST, we can speed up the process. However, if you don't have access to plugins, you can also do it with a one shot in FL Studio as well. Simply navigate to the wrench tool, find the arpeggiator section, and you can mess with the controls and get something like this. The way I did it was grab an ARP preset from Omnisphere and lay down these notes. Bounce it and add a reverb and delay. Finally, just adjust it in and out of the sample so to keep it nice and ambient, and you get something like this. If you're looking for a bunch of fire analog sounds to use in your beats, look no further than the Synth Palace, with our new Essentials pack giving you everything you need for just $5. Link in the description. So that is the video done. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're not already. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers, so if you're not already subscribed, I really appreciate it. Just hit that below because you don't want to miss out on these future Blueprint episodes. If you want to get some fire samples, check out tracklib.com. The link will be down below in the description. And if you want to get some crazy drum kits and all my sound kits, those links will be down below as well. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this video and also which one you want to see next. If you want to watch another Blueprint episode, just click here and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.